Starship 20, which was on sub-orbital pad B, has been hoisted by the SpaceX crane. It's placed on a stand and has been moved near the orbital launch tower. SpaceX will lift Starship 20 with the chopsticks. However, this will probably be later, and that's because of something curious that was noticed about the moving stand Starship 20 was placed on. The moving stand has its own quick disconnect plate, which has piping, which can be connected to piping of the Orbital Tank Farm. Booster 4 has been connected to the Orbital Tank Farm, and has undergone cryo-proofing. But we've yet to see Starship receive any cryogenics from the Orbital Tank Farm. Starship 20 was moved closer to the chopsticks and the orbital launch tower. However, it may be more accurate to say that Starship was moved to the pre-flight staging area. The pre-flight staging area involves the Orbital Tank Farm piping being connected to the quick disconnect piping on the test stand. Starship then, for the first time, would receive cryogenic fuels from the Orbital Tank Farm. The pre-flight staging area allows SpaceX to test portions of the quick disconnect system that have yet to be tested. There are likely numerous valves, gauges and sensors on the Starship quick disconnect arm, which will be monitored as Starship is fueled for a launch. Having a pre-flight staging area allows SpaceX to test a portion of these systems before Starship is actually lifted onto the booster. Starship 20 has already undergone cryo-proofing and static fires, so the testing at the pre-flight staging area is likely to be more specific to systems of the Orbital Tank Farm and the Starship Quick Disconnect system. The pre-flight staging area would afford SpaceX the opportunity to test all valves, gauges, and monitoring systems of the Orbital Tank Farm in relation to the Starship Quick Disconnect system. A test of these systems at the pre-flight ground level will allow for any needed adjustments, so that when SpaceX lifts Starship onto its booster, they will be confident that the quick disconnect system itself can then be tested and ready for the Starship's orbital flight. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and post notifications. Space Extra.